who's your old pastors who were
You're being recorded, so choose your words wisely, Dario, because I know you're a man of God and all that.
Virgo's
Every
former pastors who were not
pastor
the
should
most
die.
decent people. I'm having faith in God, not in the pastors, because
Whenever you're ready to kick us off, Mr. Dario.
FAQ the pastors. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Rugger's Corner. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here in sunny. What the hell?
Serena.
Hi, Serena. We're
That's
here
what
in
we
sunny
got.
Jamaica. We're actually recording in the daytime for once in our lives, or probably the second time, probably the first time.
Good
Um,
afternoon.
Good
Good afternoon,
afternoon, ma'am.
Serena.
Like when
Listen,
Darius said my name, say it again.
what?
No, no, hey.
Moving right along.
Let me tell you this. There will be no form of tackling. There will be
Listen
no
to me.
form of rocking.
Listen to
There
me.
will be no form of
No,
passing
she's
of
trying
car.
to woo me to take me away from Virgo, friend wise.
One better not get up. Oh,
No. Oh God, what a way to start the podcast. Wow. What a way to start the podcast. Wow. I said that. No homo, guys. And if you're gay and watching this, then yeah, no homo, just the same.
Like, seriously?
No offense.
Can you
No,
stop?
no offense to you, but no homo, just the same.
I'm awake
Yeah,
now.
please.
You were trying to get me awake.
If you laugh, just know we deserve a like, a subscription, comment, both, either one, share. Yeah, please do. What an interesting way to start the podcast. Anyway,
Let's start with
I
everyone's
already have
favorite.
someone in Portland. I don't want another person, Serena. Stay in your lane. I'll stick to Virgo. Again, no homo. Yeah, we have some very interesting topics to discuss tonight. One I'm going to actually read while we're on here because I fell asleep and didn't read the article prior to
Yeah,
coming on.
we're not starting with that one.
I know, but that's why I'm gonna read it now because I know it's probably one of the last ones.
So, before we do get into the nonsense of my ranting, Tui Kami,
You gonna run
Tui
today?
Kam, tu, before I start my ranting, Tui Kami Kamika, why? Just why? Why do you have to fall into the same? Aren't you supposed to be a man of God and all these things?
Don't blame God. Don't bring God into this. All
It's
men.
like
Have you ever
no,
seen
but
the men of
no,
God?
you notice all of the players that ever get caught in them foolishness and them always talk about they're sorry this, they're sorry that. Like, brother, when is it like in time for you to just admit say you're just a shit person?
When
I
there's
mean,
no backlash.
why should it there be? Because we're playing rugby league. It's everyone's favorite sport. Woo-hoo. So for a bit
It's
of context, once again, another player who is black has been found on some charges of domestic abuse. And look at that, he's a Pacific Islander. What a twist.
what a twist.
Virgo, I feel player. You will give me some background or some feedback, cause boy, I'm done. I'm done.
Boy, man, know what the children are saying because I expect better from him since him come from an island where him knows say shit extremely hard. But he does it for the wifey and the wifey makes him pay.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Llama with Hats?
Can't say
Llama
I
with
have.
hats.
Yeah, Llama with Hats. You should watch that afterwards. And I can guarantee you, you'll understand this when I say you'll understand when I say what I say. So you have Carl and Dave. And Carl created a rift in the universe and baby hands started to fall through. but they're only white baby hands. They've asked, why are there only white baby hands? Because whitey's got to pay. Yes. After you watch that, you'll never look at life the same again.
Interesting.
Watch DB's the bridge. I don't look at life the same again. Anyway,
No. That make BB's here bridge look normal. But I say that by saying every NRL player, every rugby player in general, why is it that women are the one, every case that pops up with them is majority it has to do with a woman. Rape, abuse, sex tape.
man,
Our left now for here about one Maro Icardi rugby case, and it will complete the cycle of life.
Leave Maro Icardi alone. I hope he's a fireball.
No, justice for Maxi, backside.
I agree with what Doc said.
We'll leave Maro alone. Anyways, before we get off topic.
Sorry,
I just don't get it, my youth. Like, you have 24 hours out of the day. You can smoke weed, smoke meth, you can do all this nonsense, but you choose to come and put your hand on a woman. And you know, say you get cats.
Don't be like Reese Walsh.
Well, you can't do it at home either because see, Monster and cheese. So
Monster and cheese get away with murder. Because if it was anybody else, them lose them contract immediately.
But
them would lose their contract like a certain
Walsh.
speaker stealing player we all know and love. Too soon?
I tell you, say Bulldogs have money for spending, you know. Bulldogs pocket deep.
Well, to be fair, they have been saving their money for the past 3 to 4 years. They didn't really buy anybody of note.
Sir, them if Parramatta, let's look at it. Parramatta Eels, West Tigers, I believe a Bulldogs, correct me if I'm wrong, are the three new teams them who want Brandon Smith.
Yeah, but Bulldogs are about to want him again. See, we're going to even go there say yet. Because I if you talk about that in the next part. But is it that when players start to make money or them start to become successful, them just turn into the biggest asshole ever? I don't know if I just me, but I just can't see myself a turn so.
Well, I can't blame money.
Psychologically speaking, I guess they were always this messed up. The money just kind of amplified it.
Me just tired of this.
If you're an idiot and you win the lotto, you're not going to become smart. You're just going to be a rich idiot, and it's going to show now that you're rich.
Yeah, bad man.
I'm just tired of the same case over and over again. Professional rugby player, brother. Ben Barber, as bad as what he did was, and people are talking about, oh, it's unforgivable. I say, Sam Burgess made a career out of doing the same thing and no one said anything because he kept it very quiet. And I never until him divorce get publicized, everybody start making rumors say, oh, he's abusive to his wife and blah blah that Mitchell pierced him just before he marriage day boss one.
Again, they say you can take a youth out of the ghetto, but they can't take the ghetto out of the youth.
Brother, this man just before he marriage end up asleep with some form of bimbo, as they claim, and that was the reason why his performances were so bad. I'm like, yeah, pretty much, because you mind there for your wife too much. You better say, yo, the divorce claim and money what you would get from leaving you is just too great for your soul. But Honestly, I don't want to stay on Mr. Kamika's case too long because I hope he gets the benefit of the doubt. But if it's anything like the Benjamin Mendy case, you're going to be you already get stood down by Storm, so your contract can get here.
So Benjamin Mendy actually did it.
Brother, a 4 girl and not just one, a 4 of them. There's no defending him. No defending him. It worse than the Adam
I didn't
Johnson.
read the articles, that's why I'm asking.
Me never read it either. Never until me comes and go further and I can read. I say, oh, more than one woman. Brother, if I did just one with that video, I would have understood. But, bro, you as a black man in England, I make you come fall by the wayside like that. And it's revealed that Man City actually not pay the man no money. So his career in football is done.
Well, Tui Kamita can just go and play Union and change him race.
True. True.
Transfer window open now, you know.
True. I just do one Robinho and just hide out from the police for a couple 5 years till they have to go to prison.
Or him can open him OnlyFans.
But
I was gonna walk
anyways,
away a while ago, but I'm too comfy.
Hey, Pornhub is paying you. Last time I checked, Pornhub was paying 25,000 to 45,000 USDs for a homemade video. What are you trying to say?
and let's be real, most of those homemade videos are absolute garbage anyway, but they get paid for it.
That can pay my student loan. Don't tempt me.
You have a student loan to pay off? Hold on. You have a student loan to pay off, sir?
Holy shit, I could pay my student loan. If you see me on Pornhub, mind your business.
Nothing wrong. Yo, that is a true. In a truthful, I've been contemplating for the past 2 years. What may I say? No, not yet. I'll give you a bit more time.
Even when I was at GC studying massage therapy, I was like, yo, you know, with the skills I have, I could like go to such place in Jamaica and make some money, even if I wasn't. I wanna have my dreadlocks. One of them rent-a-dread dudes.
Yeah, tell you.
I joked about it at first, but I was getting at one point. I was like, yo, it seems kind of feasible, you know.
And again, I say, what he's gonna pay?
And I'm not half bad looking either.
You're just giving more reasons as for us asking why is he still single, you know?
I'm picky, but I haven't really picked anyone yet. Well,
Yeah.
technically.
I see because Daria already manipulative. He could have 30 of them a pay.
I'm trying not to be manipulative anymore. I'm being a good noodle.
Oh dear Lord.
I'm becoming a good noodle.
Right now, I have at least 5 different girls I call we ask streamer. We have 10 different stories I spin.
Brother.
Like no joke. Like I actually broke up with a chick because I didn't want to like manipulate her into getting her money. But that's a story for controversial topics. Anyway,
Story so nice.
What?
Anyways.
Story so nice.
Anyways.
Yeah, man.
So,
You're going to invite him. You're going to invite.
No, I won't. I've already forgotten.
No, me will remember. No, you remember.
Virgo.
Yeah.
I'm single, sir. Calm down.
When you were at the church today, did you give a silent prayer for all the Parameter Eels fans, sir?
You went to church? Oh, Christian?
Yeah. Did you whisper a silent prayer for them? Because I think a couple of them are tying the noose around their neck, you know. Eels fans, step away from the sharp objects. Turn off your TV. If you have a girlfriend, you know what to do. If you have a boyfriend, you know what to do. And that I'm not telling you to go and murder them, please, for the love of God.
Or any domestic abuse.
Yes.
Or violence.
Just have some physical loving and just keep calm.
Blame on the board.
What?
Coach on have now.
Because what in God's name could have possessed? Okay, so let's look at this logic. let's retain Clinton Gutherson and Brad Arthur, a coach that is so out of his depth. But let's sell our two best players for the future and right now to one of our main rivals.
Who was himself?
Yeah.
Me know say them sell them number 9.
Yeah, but somebody else got two. Yes, Papa Lee. Remember say Papa Lee Ghana Tigers. Then
Yeah.
second row. How does this board keep on brother? This is Warriors levels of incompetence now, brother. It'll get from bad to worse. It's also Warriors levels of incompetence. You know why I say it's Warriors levels of incompetence? Because I remember a certain scenario. We had a certain young man by the name of Kevin Locke, homegrown New Zealand player, who was our fullback during that glorious match against Melbourne Storm, which had some Sean Johnson magic. I should check it out. And we, with our brilliant mind, decided we need another fullback that's going to take us to the next level. And Vyrgo, you want to know the fullback that they brought in? Bring in Sam Tompkins. You remember Sam Tompkins? Of course you do. Everybody knows Sam Tompkins. Sam Tompkins is probably one of the biggest English rugby league assholes that is not Sam Burgess. So this Monday at the club, so we fling Kevin Locke to the wayside. Locke ended up in obscurity and moved from club to club. He still had the talent, but we fling him out. Sam Tompkins don't last at the club for more than 3 years and he run back down to England because we all know box players don't do well in NRL Australia. I'm hoping Oliver Gilder can prove me and Coach Ryan wrong. For God's sake, I'm hoping he proves me wrong.
Hey, Drinkwater proving wrongish.
Yeah, but he's not really a full-fledged English player because he's born in Australia, remember? And plus, him still shaky to because he can't defend. Then again, a lot of halves in this competition. If you're not Cameron Munster, you can't defend. So, yeah, I'll say no.
Because Cameron Munster built different.
Brother, the man is not even a half. The man is a grown and trade fullback. But anyways, that's a different conversation.
But well, oh wait, no. I was just about to say, just when I say but Eels get Hughes, but they remember saying in a Bulldog shirt. My apologies.
Who?
Hughes.
Which Hughes? Jerome?
From Storms, man.
Jay Hughes. Jerome. Yeah, what was him?
When I said, I was just about to say, but Eels not have him, but they remember says a Bulldog shirt in there. A Bulldogs are Sharks. Even a blue shirt. I'm sure of that.
No, him. He was a left star yet. He left?
Yeah.
Really?
That's good there.
Bulldogs are go hard, man.
I fully remember if the nose is a blue jersey,
Is it the Sharks are I think a Bulldog. More than likely a Bulldogs.
Is a Sharks or Bulldogs? But I know if you're fact, it's not Titans.
No, please, let's not do that. Titans have enough issues already. But still, Parameter Eels, are you guys okay? Are you guys really okay? How do you sell your two best players in two key positions and you retain a coach who is out of his depth and a fullback who probably a peak in the next 2-3 seasons? Make it make sense. So what is the game plan to replace Reid Mahoney now? Because now the man them literally just make Bulldogs and Tappy contender with him alone. Someone I want to analyze who is the replacement. Oh, the man comes and go for Brandon Smith. Brandon don't want to go perimeter, obviously. So which other 9 them are take on? What, them are using man? Oh, them are use Arthur son? I don't know. Me doesn't get where these decisions are based on, because it doesn't seem as if it's a monetary gain. Them not have no salary cap issues from what me see. So me don't know. I guess if I did just we from here that cost both it, would I understand? But Cooper Crank himself said, yo, he was stunned when he heard the news. So if Cooper Crank said that you know say it bad. Well, Mr. Virgo, because I don't know, I still can't believe it.
Where's that?
Virgo?
Where's that? Hold on. Sorry, I was so.
Dario silent. What Dario do?
No man, when I look through the NRL something there.
Oh, he transfers him.
Yeah. More make sure something right. So no. If a Hughes or something there. A Grant? Harry Grant? Wait.
No, Grant not gone away yet.
I'm on IG here, so hold on, do the right thing. All right. So as far as Mickey, we all know say so what are Eels going to do about the Goffis problem?
Them retain him. But my problem is
No.
not
What am I ask what am I do about it? Him signed to 2025. What are the plans to replace him?
Which plan? If them have a plan to replace them number 9, and them have a plan to replace them best second row, which is Isaiah Properly, then clearly it's a headless chicken hunt. Them do. Why do you not attack?
Is this nigga taking screenshots?
I just want a 9 for my side. Screw everybody else. I know I'm biased.
Right, nobody gives a shit about the Eagles.
I do.
Yeah, I know they're silent. Just like how me couldn't care about my side either.
I don't even know what's going on with Roosters. That's my second team.
Brother, Roosters alright. Kyria come
much,
back. Roosters quite alright. Roosters are probably one of the few teams apart from Storm. When they lose a player, they either find somebody within the club to can replace him or just buy smartly. But again, Gutterson, right. What will this Clint Gutterson?
28.
27. Alright, so he might peak around the next 3 years. Who is going to be the replacement fullback? What are their options in terms of within the NRL who then can use to replace him with? I mean, can get Reese Walsh because with his snarting capabilities, I'm sure he will be a fine fullback for them.
Okay.
Why as soon as I say female, you're ready for that now? Eh?
As in, I already made the resource jokes, so I was hoping that would have been just gone and done with. But you came back with the resource.
That will never. It will never stop. It will never stop. I don't care what anybody says.
Wait, Dufty they are Bulldogs?
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I look to the list right now, fam.
Dufty, Tevita Pangai Jr., Brent Naden, Matt Burton, Josh Adokar, Kika Ogantu. And Nick Cartridge.
Matt Burton, Carr, Naden, Dufty, Vaughn, Junior, Cook, Josh Cook, sorry.
Yeah. Bulldogs
So
side
if there
sets.
was like a second tier rugby league competition, like English League versus English Championship, Bulldogs would be
Oh
one
yeah,
of the
Heinz.
weakest.
Nico
Bulldogs
Heinz.
would be like
Nico
Newcastle,
Heinz.
one of
The
the
bull.
weakest teams in the
Sharks.
second tier.
Yeah. So when they said Jerome Hughes gone somewhere, I said, yeah,
I mean, I said I missed. I made name mixed up the names.
yeah, and Nico Hines. Speaking of which, I know this is a bit off topic, but yo, why
Oh
don't
yeah,
why
and Tuke and Dale gone there too. A Boulder
Finucane,
Sharks
yeah.
and Ikovalu.
Which team you come from again?
Huh?
Which team you come from again?
I come from Roosters.
Oh yeah, Matt Iko. But Bulldogs are right. Bulldogs seem to have a clear plan. Feel good look like they have a clear plan to make them back into serial winners. But again, what is it Parameter is selling their best players and not replacing them? Late Ferguson gone to rugby union.
So you mean with them I say something that only get one person for 2022?
Who that?
Dario team and Eagles.
Yeah, because nobody they not really need much to be fair. Them just want
Yeah,
a sense.
we brought up some academy guys into the squad.
All right, to be fair, them have
one person.
All right, make us start from the top from with all that things and what we think they need in our teams. All right, West Tigers kind of they've recruited smartly, but again, I don't think Luke Brooks is the number 7 that they should be using. I think it should be Adam Dewey as a 5'8", even though he's a very good center, probably the best center. And Jackson Hastings. I don't know if you remember that you used to play for Roosters. Luke Brooks we just think this him just need to go around club where him not have much spotlight on him. Warriors. Sorry. Broncos. You know, to be fair, I think Broncos are going to be okay. Because they kind of get rid of all of the deadwood what they need to get rid of. But I'm quietly surprised that Cotoni Stags has not been offered any contracts from any rival teams. Very surprised about that.
All right. So since for the season, Parramatta Eels no gains. So let's hear who they lost. Them lose Joey Lustig to St. Helens, Blake Ferguson, Rugby Union, Michael Oddfield released, Sam Hughes released, Will Smith Titans, Hipgrave retired, and on top of that, we've had Pangai Jr. and
no man, I say Pangai from Broncos, man.
And them and looking through this now.
Parramatta needs to be worried. Parramatta really needs to be worried. Why didn't they go and offer Nick Cartridge one contract? Since as Cartridge want to play center.
Doc, who is Sheen O'Sullivan?
Sean O'Sullivan?
Yeah.
The same halfback when I played before Chad Townsend, the Lord and Savior Chad Townsend forward. You talk about who Warriors who's?
Yeah, because them gone, as I'm seeing here, he's playing for him gone. The Black Cats, them, the man Chris Smith.
In Ghana Panthers, yeah. Panthers take him. That's why Warriors, that's why I tell you say Warriors are trying to one deal now because they never expect to come and lose Sean. You see, I just may not get with Warriors recruitment. You don't want to use him, but the minute you lose him, you try to run back for the same player where you try to dash with.
Yeah, I tell you the truth.
Work a toxic X.
Bulldogs are spend money, brother.
Because them have money to spend. All right. You remember when Josh Reynolds and them man did their Bulldogs before them we start stink up a place with that bag of bottom table finishes. Then get rid of Josh because Josh is depend on one mega contract. You see it? Then they'd have a prop brother they will have to retire. Dylan Napa who them cut out a club. And them all lose look Thompson because Thompson said don't want to get no form of vaccination, so you don't know that I want a problem with Australia already. So the man them salary cap pressure gone. So the man say, yo, why not? Let's test our hand. Let's see if these players will take into the project. And the man never get some good signing. Brent needed. Very good center for India when he now snack cook. Josh Adokar, best if not the best winger in the NRL. Matt Duffy, barbecue business aside, very good fullback.
Yeah, Emerson, stop waste time and name it out. Every team in the NRL, otherwise some Bulldogs, I sell a player to Bulldogs. Right now, Dolphins probably come and the man them say, all right, see, we can buy something from them too.
Dolphins are not a place for them by that, I think.
They have one.
Them now going to get Kafusi.
What you say?
Them now going to get Kafusi.
He already signed.
No, I not said Dolphins. I said Bulldogs now going to get nobody from Dolphins. That I said.
And I say Wayne Bennett say more and mostly Queenslanders.
Yeah, so you know which team I'm target. Brisbane. Broncos in my target all the way. My target Brisbane. And as a matter of fact, you know, you look at Cowboy second row, Hewam Lukey. There we go.
I take him, man. What?
No, and that Cowboys that talk about how they want Luciano Leilua from sitting there. West Tigers, that are Joey Leilua, little brother. See? Then Cowboys are talking about how they will offer a straight swap. Their most promising second round, which is Hewam Lukey. I said during all that transfer saga, how much I said Bennett just a soup in and say, yo, just foul. It was a year, said boom, signs 5-year deal for this amount of money under the tutelage of the great Wayne Bennett. A typical Bennett transfer.
But the question is, since I'm bringing it to 17 teams, I think they would need an 18 team.
Eventually, they have to go expand it to an 18 team. Or more than likely, then have to go start adapt one second division. I have to go make it an
Yeah, my second division already exists.
Yeah, but it's not promoting the teams from the second division into the NRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, me tell you why me want a second division more than anything else. And this is going to be being an asshole. I want underperforming teams who think so they can just be in the NRL and feel like, oh, getting the one school is the height of embarrassment. No.
Just talk it true. They just want Storms to drop out. Sorry, Warriors to drop out.
Oh, you mean?
Just say I want Warriors to be relegated.
Oh, you mean? Brother, if you have a team and you are supporting a team that is completely mediocre for the last 5 years, so have to change, brother. And sometimes you don't want to fight against a team, but you have to come and want the worst for them. Because only when they reach heights of embarrassment, things will change, brother.
Yeah, but right now the relegated teams would have been Broncos, Cowboys, and Bulldogs.
That is the problem me I have. Them team they need to stop the shit and make Warriors with the shit.
How is Cowboys down here?
Because Cowboys are inconsistent. All right, look at it like this, Zine.
After Jonathan Thurston era.
No, not even then. Because even in his final year, they were complete dog shit. But here's the problem I have with them. They waited too long to replace him, and then everything that they have tried to do after him just feels so out of place.
And
Valentine Holmes is suffering from it.
That was a force signing.
Valentine Holmes is suffering from the Jared Haynes syndrome without the rape case, of course, where this man signed a mega deal with the NFL. I don't know what it is about high money contracts in the NFL that attract these rugby players because they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it. It has been proven time. Only one who make it so far, and I don't know if he's doing good is Christian Wade. Remember that English black winger there from Bath FC? Yeah, him. Holmes come back. When Holmes was in the NRL, the man was arguably the most dangerous fullback slash winger in the NRL, probably in the world for rugby league. The man has his starting spot for Australia, pull up, slap down, right then and there. Then him left, come back and things like, oh, he come back and things like, oh, it's going to be oh so easy. See it there? The hammer came of age and he not reached 28 and he can't even play the position where he supposed to get paid for. He's not even the man can't even play wing again, the position that made him. So now Cowboys are in a position where do we sell him or do we keep him and let him continue underperforming?
Trade him to a team that will get him to perform better. Huh?
Eels.
Right now, would mind when Benny come smile at him.
But then again, I have a feeling say Wayne Bennett just I tell him say yo,
come, just come.
Yeah man.
Just come.
Yeah man. At time if you realize the potential you have. I don't know if people realize this, but Wayne Bennett just has this thing about him where the average players become world beaters. Look on Brenko Lee. Brenko Lee was a nothing, no name player. And this man managed to make it into Queensland as a centre.
Brother, I tell you, they say Wayne Bennett and Bellamy, bro, are the only two coaches them that don't smile. And when them do smile, it still look like them not smiling.
Brother, when them man they celebrate a victory, you know say it's a genuine smile. But outside of that, man they don't give a shit.
You see me?
The bounty killer syndrome.
The man them could I see Storms blow. I remember who them blow.
Let's talk about Dragons and Raiders.
You cut me talk about
in
things
10th
that
and
matter.
11th place.
Big man, just wait till we stop. We could just praise the two top coaches in the world first, and then we go to them two nonsense team, then please.
Please. You see me? As I was saying, Bellamy win the match 40 odd.
And he's
and
still
after
upset.
that, instead of Bellamy, I say, yo, well, it was a good match. But I see the man a cuss over 2 knock-on ball and a missed call for the ref.
Yeah, man. Same so. And it might sound like it's a perfectionist thing, but when they look at it, the following match, something similar happened, and they end up losing the match. That is just coaching. That's brilliant coaching because what Storms though usually make more than 2-3 mistakes a match. Wayne Bennett are the same. The difference between Bennett and Bellamy. I think Bennett just while his teams are defensively resolute, them tend to concede more tries because he kind of has a more expansive attacking option than Bellamy. Because Bellamy more compact and stick to one style. But at the same time, even if you score the same amount of points, you just get the feeling say, yo, once you reach the 70th minute mark, I'll be a tackle star fly. That's why I not get how England could have thought about how they're moving on to greener pasta thing. I say, yo. I say, if only Cook Islands had been in England, Cook Islands would have run them to wreck. Beat by France all who don't want. France, I say one of them there, France are beat on a top 3 game. What I think of New Zealand they go beat first, then England, then Australia. Tonga done beat the 3 of them already.
And Fiji was nobody can tell me nothing. 2017 World Cup, Tonga was robbed, you know. Because England never win the match, you know.
England don't win the match, but we didn't know, so they never argue that they tried it. They didn't know so they tried it, they argue because you know where you go. But yeah, that's where you go. That's what I think.
You see the Fijian side they will play that year there? Rough, brother.
The Tonga team, they were just built to go at the finals. Jason Tamalolo come out in that conference and say, yo, I'm defecting to my homeland. I say, all like New Zealand pundits and talk about how it is a disgrace. It doesn't. Brother, when me yes at them a New Zealand play first, I'm a New Zealand supporter, you know. But I was willing Tanga to it. Why? Because I just despise this superiority complex. Brother, when me say yo, are my two favorite center winger partnership there on the right side, Conrad Hurl and David Foster tour. And the man them score 2 try back to back. Rub out New Zealand. I say, yo, I laugh your friend. I when me support New Zealand. And the worst thing, New Zealand complete embarrass themselves in another World Cup there. The man they lose to Fiji.
No, the Fiji team they come like us. You know, I can't make a girl a hard backers and she said don't come too quick. Yeah, man.
I love how all his analogies have to do with like butter ears girls
I'm saying
and some hard sex for a girl. Like legit all your analogies, fam.
and
because all of them can relate to something sexual.
But to be fair though, Virgo, the Fiji team there, they should have done more in that World Cup, to be honest.
Sir, that Fiji team went all the way to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals, them go our semis.
Semis.
Them go all the way to the semifinals without a half. We need to remember that, you know. Them go all the way.
Then go to the semifinal with a half, and nobody never know. And Jared Hayne was the 6. Yeah, nobody never know who was it there. The 7 Fiji boy was because he not play in the NRL.
No, it's a literal thing. Them go the semifinals without a half. Because the person wanna play half of them is at a half.
No, he is, but him just not really known. You see me, I just one of them Fiji man, they were just playing a Fiji. And they just bring him. And he played well, because he do the job of the coach, then control the game.
And then again, they don't have a good fullback either.
Nakama was playing fullback, but I've always said Nakama has always been a better center. I thought they should have played Jared Hayne in a natural fullback position and play then they carry somebody else to play.
Again, them go without half. Them go with 1 half. They never have a 5-8.
Yeah, and he end up having played 5-8, and we all know so anytime Jared Hayne is basically the professional version of what Ryan and Robert is. Anytime he get excited, him start to be a foolishness.
I must say, imagine if Fiji went to that World Cup.
So many Jamaican players.
Yeah, but we have to just.
But did he lie though? Did he lie though?
No, but the fact that the matter is we can't the evidence that me create comes and prove it.
Yeah, Dario. Intercal Finals 2019. Rhino, don't do that. Rhino sells dummy. I try to pass to somebody and throw the ball and catch it back. And I look for run through wish miggle.
When you hear clum, ball fly. Knock on.
I not do it 1 time, he not do it 2 times, him do it 3 times.
Do it all the time.
But imagine if Fiji did go to that World Cup with a 5-8 and a half back.
But they have 2 halves now. That an unfortunate thing. But they just not play international rugby. But you know which team did kind of piss me off in the World Cup cycle too, Virgo. And they did really annoying. Because I expect better from them.
Oh.
Samoa, brother. Samoa. Huh? Samoa, my old.
Fam. Stop business. Right now, brother. Convinced Samoans are just made to play union and get big.
Brother, Samoa have the most compact set of players that they're supposed to have. And then man go to the World Cup and to make a complete ass of themselves.
And first then thing, PNG. Jesus.
Yo. Brother. Yeah, I'm not telling you, no. They kind of feel sorry for USA at one point. Come here and say, yo, God Almighty, they come to play against Jamaica. So you say Jamaica all the team walking around fast for them. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Darius, if you watch the match, PNG are deal with them like oh.
Well, on Virgo. Dario, guess how much heritage players they on PNG rugby league team?
8.
None. Every single one of them, even the two white boys, them are full-blown Africans. And guess who for son play for PNG too? Adrian Lam's son, Lachlan Lam. And he was not even a starting half. He was on the bench, a reserve half of the tournament.
Wait, sorry, you said Africans. They are from the Pacific, Papua New Guinea.
It's still part of the African region. We are trying to look for me. Most of them look like they come from the Pacific.
They're Melanesian, but whatever.
Brother, when we see money, you know, it's different. Is still the man they just inexperienced, but they lose to England.
Yeah.
When was that?
2017.
Remember, so the man them beat Australia in 2019. Yeah.
The last match I watched with Papua New Guinea was them versus. Was it England or New Zealand?
You see me? Remember them beat Australia in it.
Yeah. And this is not Australia's under 23 team or them B team. This is our set of senior man, they were seasoned veterans.
Man, them with them in a dog.
Brother, make it even worse. It was a testimonial match for the brother who in dead for them. The center who did dead from the mosquito disease name again, man.
Malaria.
Yeah, he did dead from it. Testimony the money keep for them. Oh yes, monster miss run to sit there as what it two boss brother them both him a try to step them. Brother, they say when the man get the hit, the monster say in an interview say yo he says a hard get tough slap him. That's also how brutal the hit be. Yes, a hard get tough one of the worst players in the world. How do you start out as the outside winger for Steve Matai? And you don't become nothing more than just a highlight reel player. Brother, that is absolute garbage, you know. But anyways.
Run to find out.
Yeah, man, Virgo. I mean, although him not get no chance at Bulldogs right now, Brandon wake him up on I house him. No.
I said 2022, 2021 World Cup played in 2022.
Brother, World Cup hot. It's still hot.
Batman,
he hot.
Right now, anybody game, you know.
Right
going into that World Cup, you better just count your P's and Q's and hope say that day everybody show up.
All me know say, Australia now get this tackle so easy like how them think. Hey, top 3 team, them think say them might get this World Cup winner so easy, they make a sad mistake.
Yeah,
body are gone for them.
New Zealand in our group, and New Zealand look as Ireland, Jamaica, and Lebanon.
Simple first of all, Lebanon itself. Lebanon lose them two players them to Australia because Australia doesn't like anyone else to have nice things, and the man them still good enough.
And on top of that, the same team will draw with Jamaica, draw with New Zealand.
Yeah, but that's a recurring team. Scotland just can't beat New Zealand, and New Zealand just never beat Scotland. That has always been a recurring thing.
No, but may I say, look on it. Them concede more tries against Jamaica than them did against New Zealand.
True.
And if Jamaica defense was sure, very, very sure, they wouldn't score.
Fair.
Also, different team. That's why I say Lebanon have some internal issues with them board. Because players they must say how they board now handle the thing right, and that's it. Be an internal strife about. But
I really hate when that happens.
Eh?
I really hate when that happens when like the administrative nonsense start affecting the players.
Union.
But I see them.
It's sports overall.
No, but I said they happen with Tanga internal team, but them the Christian Wolf. This whole time for some reason I always thought Christian Wolf was a black man. Shock. Lord behold, this man is a fully white man, British man at that. Tanga board I thought about they're looking to replace Christian Wolf. Replace him say, you may say, we're not playing. So we better find some mid-par players play for this country. We're not playing. The entire board get clean out. The whole board get clean out. Fresh set of faces. And the man say, yo, Christian Wolf is going nowhere. Or if you try to take out the man who revolutionized Tangan rugby. And I thought about to want a new coach. Clearly, it's a money thing when I look for.
It was a revolution. You know, see?
Brother, the man, oh, and despite all his faults, Andrew Fifita, me have to rate him, man. This man stands up for what he believes in. The man say, yo, we're not playing. So no better find some mid-par players play for, because we're not playing. Keep in mind, they are playing for free. Them are playing for them country for free. Them defect from Australia and New Zealand all about and say, yo, we are playing for this because, yo, our blood and our pride and everything. Jason Tamalolo for Cowboys might look like one little baby. Put him in a Tonga shirt. Monster. I still remember that they tried what the man helped Lola here score against England. Right, the man size up. Man size up Tom Burgess. Boom! Run over. Next boy, hands off. Offload. Try score.
but with all of this, we are saying leading to the main gist of the matter with World Rugby. Why them start? Why them open my transfer window?
Why I know them do it? Why make them never do it in a 2015? Why make I know? That is my issue.
Because
you
New
could
Zealand
have done this at any point in time, but I know.
Let me explain. New Zealand is struggling, Australia is struggling, England is struggling, and South Africa at the current moment is going to be locked down. Do I need to continue?
Nope.
Never say smoke without fire.
You see me?
Because all of a sudden now, them not have it them own way anymore. All of a sudden now, nations that never not supposed to be beating them, are butter bruise them. And I'm like, but Ireland and Scotland and Tonga and all these nations have always been competing well. So I don't know where this have come from.
And on top of that,
something I need to tell you guys off here.
Rules, so the rules for World Rugby are made. Like for reals though. That's where World Rugby headquarters is in Scotland. You see me? So I don't understand. So since that is legal, the question is now, Jamaica can start try.
Yes, a Virgo. Look into some of the English born players and see how much of them have some dead ancestors that come from Jamaica.
Yeah,
well, isn't that practical?
I mean, all right, hold on. Question. My grandmother was alive before Jamaica got their independence. So technically wouldn't she be a British citizen?
Yeah. So technically you
I'm
can
just
play
wondering,
for them.
both my grandmothers actually. Both my grandmothers and my grandfathers actually. So could I not then defect to England?
Yeah. I mean, if all of we could have defected to England long ago, it wouldn't make a difference. We would have to wait long to come and change nationality. I guarantee you, if we go right now, go into the academy, the man will say, yo, yeah man. Because the top nations can pull strings what they never believe could have been pulled before. Every Pacific Island player will play for New Zealand. They're not in a country for long. They just come and play Super Rugby, them see them, look at their nationality and say, put him in a New Zealand jersey.
But now, man, the government will start out immigration part.
No, we know the immigration part and your work permit and all those things. I think they get started out long time, man. Easy 1 3.
But I can't see the sense in people supposed to take pride in representing them country.
But unless you run tracks in Jamaica, but I see pride in the dollar. No, but I same thing when I'm at bridging from South Africa. Make me know the man say, the reason why rugby league now go be so big in South Africa because every time they get a program for rugby league, union just say, fuck that. I'm not interested. For the players, I used to play 7s and 15s for them. A league, them start play. Then just come and put them in a union farm because union is more popular. I guarantee you if South Africa actually got a certified set of league, man, them wouldn't do them there right now. Them still have a program, but it's not developing enough. You see me? So that's one of the fact.
It's a good thing Jamaica step out of that. I'm not lie. Dario, you've been play. You play rugby for a KC from probably when time Nolan a coach, right?
Nah, when Warren. That's after Nolan left.
You see me? And if that's after Nolan left, cool. You used to hear the negative speech about rugby league when it comes on to rugby union training and rugby
To be
union
honest, I
players.
didn't even know league existed before. I heard someone talk about it, but I never really knew what it was.
But they hear the negative speech about it.
I did.
You see me? Until you go play it for yourself, because you used to hear say your league a wild man sport. League not safe. All you have to do is run up in a people. You can't do nothing a 6 carry, run up in a man and play back the ball and then run up in a man and then try to kick the ball before you can score try. That was the narrative.
Yeah.
You see me? If you tell that if you continue to tell that narrative to young youths who barely understand the sport, it will breed hatred against it.
True.
Until the youths them go learn. You can guarantee you the first time you play league, you say to yourself, this is nothing like they said.
True.
And afterwards, you start look upon it and say, but if them said this are the wild man sport, and you look upon you how union play, you then start say, but that not look more wilder than this.
Big man, I will never forget conversation after conversations that we kept on having at GC. And yeah, the money I talk about say, yo, Doc, she want to come and do this and that and blah, blah, blah. Face on union. I said, all right, cool, let me test you out. So I played 3 matches for the Great Thundercats because I didn't know any better, you know?
Your life sad.
And the against Panthers, short, of course. Win the match. Play against Titans, I think we pick up most about 50, but that's nothing new. They're supposed to play a match against Auguston, but Auguston must have forfeit the match today. And that seems to be a running gag with union teams and just forfeit match and nothing come out there. And then I realize, say, yo, everything with them money and chat about how best players are always from union. And I'm like, in which category? With the wireless? I mean, take out O'Malley or Young Crocs existed. What other team was there that had a compact set of structures?
Rookies. But rookies turned into Titans, so I don't lie. Rookies Mona Titans take almost everybody from Mona Titans and leave the Baker and some of the Spanish Town man them, and you end up with rookies. Even Nashi and Gully, rookies man them. You see me?
I'll send you
So
guys.
to create clubs, they have to destroy
Instagram,
clubs.
Dario, what making I want to say it no? Them can't
I don't want
beat
to say it.
them.
I don't want to say it on air.
Why not?
Why?
No.
When? Next week?
Not a time. I'm building a case.
You've been building a case for the last 2 months, but okay.
Remember, I'm not a big talker now, but when I do talk,
it makes sense.
When I do talk.
When he does talk, it's like the moment when Goku turned into Super Saiyan for the first time. Your mouth will drop.
In the same way that Doctor tried to shut me up when we had that episode with the young ladies. When I do talk.
Listen to me.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Doc shut up the two away. You see me? But no, man, it's a serious.
I was gonna eviscerate shit.
It's alright, isn't it, Dario? It's alright, isn't it? I'm not wild, you know. It's okay.
No, I was gonna eviscerate stuff, and you were like, "Calm down, my brother. Peace be still."
Oh, but
I
I don't know if you want to
the
be scared,
same
but you
thing.
were acting like Jesus that day.
Dario, you're a union coach, correct?
Come again?
You're a union coach and a union referee, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me what the purpose of the loose rock.
You mean the purpose of the loose rock, or how it works?
No man, tell me what is the purpose of the loose rock?
Loose rock, that's when the other team doesn't engage, so it's not an official rock.
I mean, I ask, is that literal? What is the purpose of the loose rock and the maul? Remember, it cannot be a loose rock until the team put the ball possession team and the defending team, two players have met. It is
Once
not
again,
a
Yeah, all right. So yeah, the opposing team has to be engaged in it for it to be an official rock. Otherwise,
Yes.
they can come around, but they can't actually interfere with say your side of the rock.
Yeah, but may I ask what the purpose of it is?
I'm not sure if there's a purpose. It was kind of just a loophole in the rules that someone saw through and exploited.
What the purpose of a maul? A maul.
Well, basically like a standing rock.
But we can join on to the maul. We can join on to the maul and it's not illegal, you know.
Yeah.
So may I ask, what are the purpose of these two things? Look, now I said, look one league. The only thing in the league you have is a rock. We have to just play ball. We just play the ball.
Oh, I think I get what you're saying now.
What the purpose of it? Is it supposed to make the
The
game
purpose of
more?
the rock overall.
Yeah, is it to make the game more enticing?
Yeah, as opposed to the, well, I mean, remember this was the original version of rugby. I mean, as opposed to a stop and go kind of thing. It's a way to stop to protect the ball, or giving other team fair chances to contest for it.
But I mean, as I say again,
One team has a chance to maintain possession, to continue to protect the ball, a few seconds to even set up a reset play.
It is not a rock or a maul. It's not a rock or a maul until the opposing team touch it.
Yeah.
So what the purpose? Look for the logic. When I play sevens in high school, when I play 15s in high school, when we went under 19, yeah. I would discover the rule, because me and Johnny obsessed with reading about the rules, and Johnny will say, oh, you know, say if we don't touch the rock, it's legal for go around. I will play a match, I will do it, and therefore I blow and say we're offside. Because the rock make.
The ref didn't know the rule.
We'll draw for the book, and Kevin was the ref. We'll draw for the book and we'll show Kevin.
Skinny Kevin, right?
Yeah. Black tall Kevin, man.
Yeah, skinny black tall Kevin, yeah.
We'll show Kevin, and I say, Kevin, a rock, because at halftime we come and show him, say, oh, this is what a rock is. And him read it, him realize, say, oh, for the whole 40 minutes we play for Batman, him call it wrong.
Thing is that, well, I learned most of the rules from playing, and that's how I got to like exploit certain things. If I had the rule book, trust me, I would have been a politician on the field.
And you know, Scotland make the world know that too. You know that? International wise.
It wasn't Scotland, it was Italy.
No man, Scotland. Scotland was playing a game. The rock make. Nobody.
No, I think it was Italy.
No man, Scotland. I'm telling you how I know, because it was a big discussion between we and Roy when they did it. It was a big discussion. Because the rock make and nobody for Scotland don't touch the rock, and everybody go around it. And everybody I say, wait, them the offside, even the opposing team stand up and I say, yo, the man them offside.
They were coming back and forth. I think it was Italian match. Italy versus, was it Scotland?
Yeah, supposed to them. That's supposed to them. What me I tell you, and them never know And when Scotland exploited it, when Scotland exploited it, they must say, but how that makes sense?
Thing is that you're still able to give the ball some level of protection because they cannot necessarily engage. But that's about it. Unless they engage, you have less protection, and I mean you won't be able to set up a play as well as you probably would, because you're gonna have to pass the ball deep and straight back as opposed to diagonally, because they're on the sides.
No members who them can come around all the way around.
Oh yeah, them can come all the way around, yes, but they just can't.
Them can't. Only thing them cannot do is touch you nor the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, they can't touch you until even when they touch the ball, them can't touch it until they come up for play the ball.
Yeah.
And even at that point, I don't even touch you because you have somebody standing.
I'm going for the interception, bro.
And the worst part about it, I can go up in an attacking line face and nothing come out of it. For the purpose.
I mean, it serves its purpose, but the thing is that there was a loophole based on the description, and it just took us that long to actually see it and explore it. I swear, if I had gotten the rugby book in high school, I probably would have exploited that as well. Because trust me, if I even had a computer that or something like that back in them days, I would have exploited the crap out of it. Because the few rules I learned in high school from playing or from training, I exploited that shit. I would just like assess the rules in my own little manipulative way. Just to get an advantage. Like, I mean, when the referee blinks, I'm like grabbing your hand, putting it in the rock. Mr. Ref, hand in the rock. I literally have shadowed the guy just to pull his hand and put it on the ball. Mr. Ref. Man coming in and like my teammate blocking him and just pull him down, diving in the rock, all kind of foolishness. Lifting a man's hand in the tackle, close to the try line, penalty try. Well, I mean, I really wish I had known this in high school. My God, I would have been a menace.
Yo, Marie watched some of the video them on YouTube pertaining to rugby league, and Dario, the game has gotten so much safer.
I only have one issue with rugby league rules. Well, probably two. Jumping and ripping. Those are my only qualms with rugby league overall.
No man, remember the ripping rule changed now.
It did? I didn't get that time on Twitter feed.
Yeah, the ripping rule changed.
I didn't see anything about the rule change on Twitter feed. I follow that thing then. They usually give me rule updates.
I mean, I said it's supposed to change pertaining to, because the NRL changed the rule. The rule it changed. So
now?
It means if you go in at the tackle, like one-on-one, I'm try to rip, or two out in a tackle, if one hour release, me can rip the ball.
Nice. But that makes more sense now.
But I said check back with Peter for 100% sure, because I know so the NRL changed it and the rule changed it happening in 2019.
I did not get it. I don't remember seeing that at all. Anyway, and the jumping rule.
Which one?
The last nines. Michael versus UTEC. I think it was a UTEC player that had the ball running full speed and he jumped face height. His knees were face height. And the two Michael players had to sight and let him through the line. So I just immediately raised my flag and run up. I think Taja was a ref and she just blew. Same time. Peter was the other touch judge, complaining like, "Why are we calling?" Man was irate. So I was like, "Yo, that's dangerous." The people almost lost they literally just lost their faces. They almost literally just lost their faces. And like, anyway, after the match ended, he explained to us it's not illegal unless someone gets hurt, which makes no sense. So you're telling me I have to wait until someone gets hurt before I can say, hey, that's illegal.
Wait
It's
until
like
him
you're
drop
waiting
crash.
until a baby. It's like you're waiting until a baby burns down the house and saying, don't play with matches.
Man,
And I'm
understand
like-
what I said, but he must say,
But I'm like,
better
that's
wait
the,
until him
I'm
drop.
like, yo, that's the rule. And I'm like, how does that make sense?
But no, man. If him jump in at the top, if him jump, make him land on a shoulder, and remember never to jump again.
Yeah, but the thing is that, all right, the reason, I guess we're union-minded in that scenario, because once you jump, it's dangerous both ways, you know. If you don't jump high enough and you get caught on someone's shoulder, it is going to be an extremely painful tackle.
Death.
But if you jump high enough, you're going to take someone's face off. Either way, there's a high probability that someone will end up in the hospital. I mean, that's the logic that we learned in union. So we just assumed it was the same thing in league. So when he jumped, we just instantly flag it or call it. But then you're telling me now we have to wait until someone gets hurt. Like, bruh, how is that a rule? How is that explanation behind it?
No. League, let me tell you, league gives so much leeway that it kinda creepy. It kinda creepy. Oh, let me tell you, probably the only bad
I know,
part.
it was only like 5-6 years ago when they said you can't think that above the horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
Because before we could do that.
In a union and league, we could do that, but now it's illegal. But you need a good tackler does not need to bring you above the horizontal. Look at Squaddy. Squaddy just cuts people in half.
Yeah. Some of the time it's just how you catch people still.
You see me? You don't need to bring them above the horizontal. You catch them and follow through. Just catch and follow through.
Bro, and I think the bear hug tackle was now illegal.
Well, the only problem and crusher tackles.
The swinging with the bear hug tackle. Yeah, I agree with that totally. The bear hug itself isn't bad.
I do apologize about that.
Yeah. Wait, sir, crusher tackle, explain that again.
The crusher tackle, man, when somebody start them surrender, but are them going on the tackle and see them a sit down, and somebody, two person drop on top of them while they're in the seated position.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, so now, hold on. Yeah, I want to share my screen and see if that was what happened during the something there.
Bulls and Sharks semi-finals.
No, the Sharks and GC semi with when Sub-Zero did trucky ref.
No, man. At that time, the crusher tackle was illegal them time then. You know?
Yeah.
Well, it still get called against GC. When I see screen?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Thing is that some of the guys wild, especially with all the flapping, some of the guys them just wild for no blasted reason. I remember
me know you want
Dragons.
Yeah, me know you want to call a specific name, but it's okay.
I don't think I know it. Andre, who used to play for Sharks. What's his last name? Rage.
Reader, you that one?
Who?
Reader, you that one?
No, you don't know. It was a prop.
No, me mean Andrew.
Andrew, yeah.
Sims?
Me used to play. The man still play for Sharks. What you doing, boy?
Man play like a couple matches per year. Anyway, when I was at Dragons, the semifinals where Dragons beat Sharks, Marvin tackled me. But like I was on my back, but as in my knees and my arms were up, and Marvin's neck was over my forearm. So I'm trying to push off Marvin so I can get the quick play of the ball. Right, I see the man coming into flap before he didn't call it. The man dives on Marvin's back. Sure. Sorry, on Marvin's his upper back. So his belly was literally on Marvin's head, pressing his neck.
Yo,
If
tell
I
me if you
had
not
tried
see
to
the
push
screen.
Marvin up, only
Yeah.
God knows what would have happened because he came in full force. I had to. I saw him in time. I had to drop my hand to my chest. Otherwise, the man would have probably broke Marvin's neck. Like the wildness, bro.
Don't mind me tight. Don't mind me tight.
It was illegal back then, but the referee just didn't call it. Probably because he dived on his own teammate.
I'm gonna be them.
Wait, pull back again. Pull back again. Let me see the tackle.
That man play.
Yeah, it's a crusher tackle. It's a crusher tackle. I will share this.
20.
It's a 2015.
2015 or 14. One what I told him.
Yeah, man, it's a crusher tackle. That was when the rules were amended.
2014.
Yeah, man. A crusher tackle. Just by how you see them, how them enter the tackle, him already reach ground, him a come up, him in a seated position, and them drop on top of him while in a seated position. So the pressure is being applied to the back of the neck, which makes it a crusher tackle. You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a squaddy name, and man, brother, I almost half of the man clips will be a tackle. Man, I some blur now tackle yes in my way.
Yeah, man, I hunt him hunting, man. Hunt him hunting.
Squad out and hunting.
Brother, if I one person, me don't want to see, if me broke the line, I see that man chase me, and then the man grab the shirt, brother man. Just have to come and I say, God, protect my spine. Gloom.
Him or double D. Double D violent in the dog.
Sorry, you know hear the man nickname, Double D, Double Trouble, Double
Actually,
the Pain.
It's supposed to be double D 40.
That's his actual nickname.
Okay. Bad man. I hear the story one time, something from Gibbo from Young Crocs. Gibby from Young Crocs run to him. Gibby run to him and Gibby come back and tell Auntie, say, Auntie, coach is a wall coach. Man say, coach, my life flash before my eyes, coach. Double D's a different breed of monster, brother.
Give me try run up in that freight train and the freight train just say, yo, you shall not pass.
Man say I try run over Double D and when him run him only feed himself run up in a wall, boom. Double D say, yo, we are doing. Yo, we dead. You didn't know that.
We dead. Yo, you know one tackle when me hate go up in but me nah back down none that. Like so if it is I run to Vyrgo and Vyrgo hold me there, I did I try fight for try go around. It was a Kelly I want Adrian Brown just running and I start pushing back and drop me around. Brother, I despise that tackle there with a burning passion.
Well, you know, all in all, I'm telling the tackle hurt you the most, and it looked like at the worst, at the boringest tackle, when each man square up, kick the ball carrier, lock, squeeze slowly, and when them broke your core and twist with you, Batman.
No. You don't have to tell me. Murray and Adrian, they do to me over UTech. When you look on it from the video, it look like say it's soft, but brother, when my back hit the ground, I feel the full force and pressure with the man then put me down. And I remember say, yo, Adrian, the man then wait there for me as well. You know? So I know you talk about Vyrgo. It looks simple, but it hurt. Trust me.
Bro, imagine you go through a whole day worth of training and adjust that.
Also, that's why when the video did post, me see all on a drop a ground. Well, that's a regular day for me still.
No man, that's just imagine my weight, Kelly weight, Keith weight, a drop one here. Then you look on the big size man them like Xavier. Then you have a next you have on the team named Andre and Janga. Let's imagine there's one whole day worth of all of that weight dropping on you.
But you're trying to tell me what your torture session, sir.
Eh?
I thought you're trying to torture me. I imagine that with my eyes right now and I feel my skin a crawl.
Bad man. And then after that, all you gotta do is play the ball. Then after you move from the play the ball, everybody, you lock the ball, and then we are trying to flip you over. Fam. You see those, you see, we go through that training session, so we're done. Anything about the Saturday, we say I can feel it. And you take never come play the match. And then we end up training.
I've been saying this for a while now. You take only plays teams they think they have the strength over. I say it out of my mouth, Bramwell say it. Everybody on the side and say it. UTEC is a weaker team, but DC just not defend as a team. Imagine a team imagine this Vyrgo, yeah, coach a team, right? Your opposition just gets 68 in them previous match. And then they come beat you your team 30-14. What could I go so?
Cheese to Roosters.
That now got.
It's a confirmed.
What?
Who? On which
I'm
side?
sharing the post with both of you on Instagram right now.
Link
in the bio.
Daily man.
Are these guys credible?
No.
Okay.
Daily Telegraph are probably one of the worst places to get there something here. Well, occasionally, but let me read the same.
Since when do I even follow these people?
Yes, I not follow them. Brandon Smith informed NRL clubs he's signing with. You see? They say he said his manager hasn't spoken yet.
Signed to who?
Roosters.
Brandon want to beat me.
And see there? All the sun they on something. The story cannot be read. Brother. Sure. Now go up on the news site of me now, man. Know it's credible. Watch this. By the way, we not watch the video yet. At the South Africa debut match, me not tell about Vyrgo.
No, which one that?
Because I realize my screen really still a share. I'm gonna stop share for you. That is
Since I already shared the show match.
Anything bad.
All right. Now if we put this in a HD quality, because we don't do these 240p videos anymore.
After this is not the 2015s. Great question. And watch episode 1000?
Of what?
One Piece.
What? I binge watch One Piece once a year, sir. I told you this.
That's a lot of episodes, man.
Anyways, gentlemen. Full screen. Because 14 minutes. Just I'm gonna know some I eat my dinner as we are this one.
So we are trying. So we can't eat dinner.
You know, the same. Just say why having you as a brother is such a fun thing. You know, Vyrgo. Why?
Listen to me. I can assure you, dinner was cooked and prepared by the same owner.
Why you take my brother? Why are you taking offense to what I'm saying? What is going on? Something is going on. I just want to state that I'm eating my dinner. Why am I? Play the video.
Who's pretending like she's sleeping at the current moment, but we're not saying nothing.
You see that I go later and start the ball out of the man and ball. Let us continue. I want the video just play straight through. Man, go for the ruler card to World Rugby.
Not gonna lie.
Yo, what is this soft ass samba music this man is playing?
Yeah, I never understand why I'm giving my yellow card.
Point of contact. Clear neck tackle.
Did he go for the jumper?
No, the jumper back leg must come and touch him and he drop a ground. And the
Okay,
referee must give him a yellow card feet.
But so how the man would jump behind and do something get a yellow card. That's a dangerous tackle.
Exactly.
And a swinging arm. Neck.
He went for the head, not the ball.
I like how the man actually stop and rotate and slow it down for it.
So
Clear high tackle.
Oh, remember that call, the referee said the man a lean in at the tackle already.
How is that leaning in and the man have full balance and foot?
As in, I'd give the penalty, maybe not the card, based on
it doesn't have to be a card, but the whole match this man has been making bad decisions, Dario. That are the whole problem everybody have.
Positive.
Yeah, and look, yo.
I mean, I've seen this as well several times. The last time I saw it was a sevens tournament. Yeah. I confirmed it with union referees and league referees. If the guy is falling forward, and especially if the tackler didn't like follow through and try to clothesline or take the head off, it would be fine to give the penalty, but not the card. I mean that's been a universal thing.
But the man follow through the tackle, Dario, you see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. You have to call something.
The man, and he still did not try to get his, even though him meet contact the first contact with the head, him still not try to get him arm and him shoulders low enough to go across the chest.
One thing I would say is if the guy say didn't follow through like say full force and try to dig him up, but still catch the head and even just try control it and put him down. In a case like that, you can still give the penalty without the card, issue a warning if necessary. Or if you think there was anything malicious or probably just too extreme from the tackler side, from White side, then they can issue the card.
But if you look,
So no, I have to see like the full speed version, and it's gonna be up to what the referee saw and his discretion.
But he might ask what him again. He might ask the TMO. And the TMO will tell him there's nothing wrong
see
with
the blatant TMO review, yes, so, and our TMO said TMO never comes and clear the man, so obviously.
Yeah, because I've also seen where again the guy is leaning forward, and the tackler didn't follow through with full force, but like catch him, and just stay and just kind of control the tackle and put the ball carrier to ground. This is just a slow motion, so that it looks like that's what he did. Because I mean, he could have still launched, what if he launched, you would have seen the tackler probably go onto his back or his head flip back or so. But because I mean, he just kind of took him down, it looks like it would have just been a penalty as opposed to the card. Made the advantage depending on how it looks.
Play the video, make us see at that point.
Yeah. Tackler needs to roll away. Swinging arm. Work the fudge.
A union still some understand say that would be the call.
And that league would have happened same way too. Can I say nothing?
Yeah.
What are those? What are those? Are those cards?
Why is this card so tiny?
Yeah?
The card look tiny.
This is the referee explain say he's falling into him. I ain't seen a fall to the tackle. And the South African captain asked, what do we mean? That doesn't make sense.
Would I see ya? So he has bias against South Africa's team.
And then this I can't understand either.
It's a contest for the ball. How is that there?
So look at it, Dario, before we pause it.
Yeah.
Pause it. This a minute, please. He come in a good focus. Dario, as a referee, both players eyes are on the ball, correct?
Yeah.
Both players are in the motion of going for the ball.
Yeah, both airborne.
So if in the case White catch the ball, or White catch the ball, drop through him and drop in a green sand, two of them collide and go up on the ground, what would be the call?
Play on. Sorry, if we well for the knock on first, if both of them drop it. But if they collide, them collide.
All right. Finish play the video, Doc. Pause. Wait, not yet. Continue. Look. Stop.
Yeah.
So would you say that he tried to tackle him in the air?
And like I said, the man pull him to the ground.
That's physics, bro.
No, but it's motion. You're in motion to catch the ball.
Exactly, that's just physics.
Continue play.
We can't call knock on for White. get medics to check them, but that's about it.
So we are looking at it at all different angles now, yeah?
I mean, even worse if once the TMO shows me the replay, and I can see that he was going for the ball.
See, I was not in a reasonable position.
Man says a professional foul. And him carried him. Pause it.
The professional fouls are straight yellow.
Pause it, man. So him get a yellow card. For both of them I go for the ball at the same point in time. Both of them airborne at the same point in time. One catch the ball, the next one collide with him. Two of them drop. The referee says it's a professional foul, and the green tried to tackle white in the air. Yellow card. At what point in time did you see green try to tackle white in the air?
Good question. And like I just one review the man get TMO look on it and him blatantly say about how he's looking at a professional foul. I say, yo.
I mean, the only other time I can say something this bad really happened was a New Zealand match. I think, what was it? 2017, probably 2018. There was a test match.
Every New Zealand match has some form of controversy to it. Every New Zealand match.
No, the one that stood out to me. I was being, I think, Ioane and Xavier. I don't remember. Passing the ball. Man passed the ball backwards. The TMO, and he was like, check for the forward pass. Like, okay. Every single angle, it was a backwards pass. Okay, I've seen all the meters Z. Forward pass. Like, what? Even I saw even some of the, I think it was a Wales test match. Even one of the Wales guys were like, huh? That's a clear try.
Brother.
Like
honestly, I know I'm probably one of the few who's a bit more aggressive and egregious when it comes to quote unquote disrespecting referees for their lack of foresight because they are so quick to call certain things. Hold on.
Yeah, man, you can't stop share that one in because make it dark on this too, you know.
Yeah.
No, man, Dario, I'm never the one to violate, cuss, or complain to a referee. May have any qualms with a referee, with anything. You make the referee know, say, oh, all right, the call here, you sure say it's the right call based on what we know in the rules. And so it go. We say that to him halftime, go back to him at the end of the match. Couple of days later, if we see each other again and for next match, he come to me and say, Rups, same like when same 2018, Lionel ref a match, and 2018, Lionel ref a match. And Lionel say, yo, penalty in front, we get a penalty in front of the try line. You see me? Directly in front of the try line, like 2 meters. I'm going to take my player and pull him back. Lionel blow and Lionel say, it's illegal. I'm going to Lionel and say, Lionel, by the rule standpoint, I can move my players 10 meters back from the penalty spot. 5 to 10 meters back from the penalty spot. Lionel say, I'm not sure about that. The next time I refer match him come to me and say, yeah man, I chew your attack. I go back and check and realize I chew your attack.
Me too. Even when the rule change with the set reset where once it touches the opposing player and I catch it back, it's a fresh set.
Mm-hmm.
That happened the year I was playing for Vikings. I mean, we were trying to kick the ball, we kicked it too low. Bounced off one of the, I think it was Roach's team, Hyenas players. And I caught it back. And I was like, yeah, fresh set. And we were like 20 meters out. It's like, no, tackle 5. Like, what? I mean, I went to him at halftime, I explained it to him, and like, yo, we had this conversation yesterday because I brought up the question and you were part of the conversation. And he checked WhatsApp group halftime quickly, and he was like, oh crap, you're right, sorry about that. That I'm cool with, but I mean, that was atrocious though. And
Yeah.
what bothers me the most is like these guys have TMOs. We don't.
You know, say that was a part of that a part of one of the things that we want for Jamaica. Well, in a hard forget it, It's just that we need somebody with a capable laptop, some small little cameras who can put at points around a field when a match a play.
High definition, high quality cameras.
No man, no high definition, high quality. We need some cameras that can work. You get me? I'll put them on some poles around the field just to have an angle at which small, or even if not that, work with the 20 meter into the try line. So we know that any problem happen down there, so be it a forward pass, a illegal tackle, we can check back on it and realize.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. If the international game go backwards like that, what we expect to happen to the local games when referees are make some outrageous calls? And then they're gonna tell you, say you don't know the rules. Me a referee. If you don't know the rules, you're a ref. Like, I can't understand.
I have to know the rules. It's a part of my job, though. I mean, what do you mean? If I don't know the rules, I can't play the sport.
But speaking of that, say majority of the teams that play rugby, the union or league in Jamaica, them don't know the rules.
That was very surprising to me, and I didn't realize that until I started reffing. I mean, I even at our club level, someone was telling me some nonsense at one point, and I was like, "Yo, no, it wasn't me. The guy in the middle was like, yo, this is the rule,' and he explained it to her. I was like, but I didn't know that. Well, that is between you and your coach, not my fault. It's a you and your coach problem, not a me problem."
But yo, let me tell you, again, it goes back to high school. I'm thank every day so I meet Janiel, because before they want to know the rules, but we never that in depth in the rules. And because of Janiel get a rule book. Later he get a rule book shipped from the then IRB. The man get a rule book shipped to himself in a bad man. Just so him can get abreast with the rules. And from there, I start look through the rules and realize, say, yo, enough people don't know it. When they are Dragons are play, when they play for Vauxhall, I may explain the rules to the man, and the man I talk about, no man who can play union and turn union into league. I say, no, we can't do that. I said, that work for we. I'm like, no. How? But because I'm young, them probably don't want to take a talk from me. Who am I? I just go to intercal finals, go lose to Michael. I don't know nothing. I spend 1 year, I learn from the best coach in Jamaica. That doesn't make sense. What can I teach them?
You know nothing, Virgo.
You see me? And Raw here say to himself, say, oh, majority of the players they're not abreast with the rules. Majority of the man, I know say you have man to come POR training for catch it for blues, and them don't know the rules.
Not even the rules, like certain concepts. I'm not gonna lie, I had to listen when I just started playing league. I just know that I was training for rugby. I didn't even know I was training for rugby league. When we were playing tag with league rules, I just thought, oh, this is just how they play tag here. It wasn't until the nines I was like, oh, this is actually how they play. And like, I had to start watching NRL. I mean, I was listening to literally everything they said just so I could learn. And then all the negative, well, not a negative, but Donovan, he's like a rugby scientist. So he will say something and it just he needed to dumb it down for me. I swear, I didn't understand.
You know, I'm not gonna tell no lie. Playing for Dragons are the only man for the Dragons team that if Donovan say yo, and not because I'm a Reds coach, but from the moment I play for Dragons, Donovan say yo Vyrgo, we're going at that tackle. I'm look for me and say oh, well, I'm telling you, I'm the only man who I play with. Otherwise, I'm a Sharks teammate, them, I'm ex teammates, them. But I say yo, that man have my back. Me not worried. And the knowledge we have, we can teach, and we sit down and talk about rugby. May I say, yo, it's wonderful. But yet, how does Dragons play like this?
I mean, they can talk it.
No, man, but then, yo, when we play, first time I play Sharks as a Dragons person, me run to anybody for Sharks, because everybody for Sharks know me.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of nobody. And then I found the only other person to say we do that.
Yeah.
And
Donovan has not been a whole person since before I met him. The man has had a friggin' shoulder injury. It slips out in the middle of matches, and the man is like, yo, come here, shoulder slip out, pop it in back. And you'll never know until after the match is finished, like, hey, my shoulder slipped out like 3 times in the first half. Only once in the second half, so progress. And the man is running to anybody.
A Sharks man them say it. Man them say oh, if them rate nobody at Dragons except Donovan. Cause Donovan we run to, yo, I play for Dragons and Adrian did fuck up double D ankle in the air. Adrian go for the ankle tackle and twist with double D ankle. And I go across to go punch Adrian in the face. And Adrian is my teammate. And Dimmy and Donovan see me and tell me, yo, go back. Leave that alone, go back. Because him knows him got thump in Adrian's face. Because of foolishness that. And the Sharks man them say, well, them want to turn it up and they don't want to play so we're gonna turn it up. We're turn it up on them. And for the consistency of the game, me and Donovan are run to the man them like this, nothing. The last squad they have, oh, you full of life, so. Man, squad they say, yeah. I saw me like when them run to me, them not no fear. And I said, it no matter. But as a more knowledgeable upon the game, Donovan is a guru for telling the truth.
The man is a freaking rugby scientist, Virgin.
You see me? And as a coach, he's at the first when I play for Reds, the first time I coached me, I understood where he was coming from. And it fit me in my game plans them so simple. Seeing that I am naturally a 14. You see me? I want to be a 12 overall, but I am naturally, when you look on it, I am a 14. So I can play as a hooker. I can play as a 6, a 7, a 13, a prop. The only place them now put me, coach him if not trust me there and he will never trust me there, is center and fullback. If not even want to put me a wing, I'm slow. So I'm not busy about that.
I'm not even looking at wing. I wouldn't put you at fullback.
You see me? Well, I'm a natural forward. When my first game, I'm get named on the bench. I said, Jaja, rough. If rough and around what? 25 minutes in the first half before he put me in. And when he put me on, it put me on as a 13 for Squaddy because Squaddy faced the bus. Until Squaddy come back on him, say, all right, you have to rotate the second row. Till me hear say, yo, me and Murray supposed to play hooker. Me I say, but you fit me in so many different positions. But I say it to him because you give me a task, and I complete my task because I know him for play, I know my rules then. You see me? All right, with that saying, gentlemen, at that time I even there. Daria best friend wake up and she said she hungry, so at that time I even there. You see me? Yeah, man, your best friend as of today. Yeah, man, your best friend as of today. I like when you call my
you're my little
voice.
chunky drop.
Huh?
You know you're my only my only loved one from where live again? Bulby.
No, yes, say. Look on that face. Yeah, man, at that time I even there, man. She called the meeting to order.
All right then. Well, I mean, we've been going on for what, 2 hours now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we kind of went off. We kind of finished everything because we start talking about Jamaica rugby again. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been with us for this long, firstly, thank you so much for sticking around, for listening to us reminisce about rugby that has been played since March 2020. I want to thank you for tuning into another episode of Rugger's Corner. We've been your host, myself, Dario Dowie. We have Xavier Doctor and Daniel Virgo Graham. Do tune in again for another episode next week. In the meantime, stay safe. Enjoy the rugby, whatever rugby you can watch or whatever rugby is going on. And please leave a like, share the video, leave a comment. We do try to interact with our viewers, and do remember to subscribe and hit the all important bell notification to get notifications. My tongue is slipping today. Shut up, doctor.
And tongue get heavy.
She's not until she comes to my house to steal a hoodie. She's not my.
Honestly.
Shut up! I said shut up. I'm speaking.
No,
And
but
yeah,
genuinely I was genuinely only going to say that because you start jumping your words again. That was what I was going to say. I wasn't going to make a job at you because yeah.
Well, him deserve the job now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm really not go that route.
But Doc, in a plan to start the recording.
Oh, cool. Yeah.